Right, very good afternoon and welcome to the AgriBank YouTube live session. I'm your host, Rena Nala, alongside with Mr. Philemon Nangonya, who is the Public Relations Practitioner at the Agricultural Bank of Namibia. Mr. Nangonya, thank you so much for joining us on today's live session.
Thank you very much, Rena. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right, so today it's all about frequently asked questions that we mostly get on our social media platforms that we get from our followers. So I hope you're ready to engage with our viewers. All right, so the first question that we have for you here is, what kind of projects does AgriBank finance?
Well, thank you very much for that question. I think it should be very clear to the audience there that AgriBank, first of all, it's mandated to work in the agriculture space. So as such, we finance projects that are related to agriculture. You know, those that are in agriculture or related to agriculture. So it can then be an individual who is into that field, or it can be a business, or it can be a financial intermediary that is also on lending money to other kind of people or businesses. So those are some sort of people we finance. But in terms of your questions about the projects, it's mainly all projects that are related to agriculture.
So if I own a construction company, you won't be able to finance me?
Yeah, definitely the agriculture sector, and also just to play within that of the agriculture space.
Wonderful. Right, let's move on to our next question. What is the loan limit at AgriBank? And I know this is one of the questions that get asked so often. A lot of people want to know, what is the limit? Is it 2,000? Is it 20 million? What is the limit?
I know times are hard, yes. People, when they hear of a bank nowadays, they think of money.
Exactly.
And they want a huge amount of money and stuff. But what we look at in terms of limits, we don't really have a limit. Even if it's 100 million, we can still finance. But this is mainly determined by the credit risk appetite of the bank, 100%. And also the affordability of that particular client. So it will be, some of those criteria we use now in terms of identifying if, okay, looking at your profile, how much can you afford given what you have offered? How much of the security you have that you are able to provide? And also if it's that within the at least we'll leave you with something on your payslip, so that at least we do not stretch you in terms of our deductions. But you'll find that there are some unsecured loans that are limited, especially under the emerging retail financing program. That one it's limited to 1 million. That's the maximum amount that an individual can get. But again, it's not always that you max that. You probably get something, of course, within the parameters that I have indicated earlier. We look at we have various ways. We look at where are you. If you are able to apply from the comfort of your home, you can apply online. That is one. Secondly, you can walk in any of the 8 branches of AgriBank. Branches in 8 locations. We are in Ushakati, we are in Zambezi, we are in Rundu, Grootfontein, Chivarongo, here in Bendu, and also Marietta, as well as Hobabes. So you can either walk in or you can apply online.
Okay.
Yes, so that is basically some of the ways that you can apply for your loan with Agribank.
Okay. Now, what are the repayment options? Should one now take out the loan at the bank? What are the repayment options that you guys offer at the bank?
Yes, we are very flexible as a bank in terms of the repayment options. It can either be monthly, especially for the no collateral loans, where we are deducting on your monthly payslip. You know, that's the no collateral loan. But then with some other loan types, we can agree depending on the production cash flow. You know, if we are looking at the cash flow production of your enterprise, of your business, we may decide to say if it's not monthly, you may be then paying, say, quarterly, or it can be biannually, or it can be yearly. So those are the options that we have. So it depends now to the client as to which one will be best for your business enterprise.
Okay, wonderful. I must say you guys are very flexible with your repayment options.
Yeah, we try to cater for all sort of business enterprises to make sure that at least we are flexible in our approach. We do not want to be so strict that you are only forced to a monthly payment when your production cash flow is only probably, you are only selling once a year, for instance. So that means you only get that income once a year. 100%. And it will be unfair if we have that expectation for you to be paying monthly, for instance, because then you are busy with production, and now we are still forcing you to repay. So
wonderful. Very considerate. All right, so now my next question is, does Agribank offer training to farmers? This is another popular question by our farmers as well as potential farmers out here.
Yes, I think from the word go, I should say yes. Agribank do offer training to farmers. And by saying farmers, it's mainly farmers in general. It's not only strictly to Agribank clients. Yes, so you'll find that under our Agri-Advisory Services Division, we have various streams through which we train farmers. But of course, we also have specific channels through which we train our clients. Now, especially those that are under the ERFP loan scheme. So we do provide training, especially to communities in whatever topic. If they are interested, they should reach out to us, indicate their topic, who is the contact person. We always say they should have an app in terms of the number. We can send the technical advisor. So we can offer practical training sessions. We can offer, especially even if it's in the evening, to cater for those 8 to 5, or if it to cater for those that are full-time, they are farming plots, or it can be some exceptions to some best farmers that are in the area, just so that you are exposed to best practices that are taking place in some other farms. We also do provide practical training. It's mainly a 2-day training, whereby the first day it's mainly theory, and then we concentrate now on the second day on practical. I should also mention we have some online training material that are readily available on our website and also on our YouTube channel. So that's where you find most of our training materials. And we have all sorts of topics when it comes to farming.
All right, so just two important things that you highlighted right there in case somebody missed it. People should be 35 and above in order to contact the bank for, let's say, potential training.
By 35, we are just looking at the group, but if you can't reach that number, it's also not a problem. You can always reach out, then we can see how we can incorporate you within our schedule. So, but it should not be a limitation. Yes, so it should not be a limitation. It's mainly just to say that because of the resources that we are trying to deploy, we want at least to attend to a larger group of people, so that we at least get some value for money in terms of the investment.
100%. All right. So when it comes to our farmers, we have the communal farmers and commercial farmers, and some communal farmers aren't aware if the bank finances communal farmers. Can you please just inform them in case they are watching? So does AgriBank finance communal farmers?
Yes. Again, I can confidently confirm that AgriBank do also provide financing solutions to communal farmers, be it those that are part-time farmers in communal areas, or it can be those that are there full-time. Yes, so there are various products that are tailor-made for such kind of farmers who are in the communal areas. Please do come forth. We can always allocate you depending on your profile. Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Right, so the turnaround time. It's another popular question that was asked on our various social media platforms. What is the turnaround time on a loan application?
Yes, it's a very good question. What we always indicate is that our turnaround times they varies, but they are between 3 weeks to 3 months.
3 weeks to 3 months.
Yes. But of course, we are not, denying that there are not those that have gone beyond the 3 months. There are cases where applicants have waited for more than 3 months before we get back to them with a response. But at least the good thing is that we have always tried to keep them in the loop as to where are we with that particular application. More so that recently in trying to address that turnaround time challenges, we have introduced the sales automation process, where we are encouraging especially farmers to apply, or applicants to apply online, so that at least your application is tracked on the system. Yes, even if you apply within the branch, then your application will also be loaded onto the system, so that we are able to track as to where is this particular application, why has it been here for more than 2 days now? Is it something that is it something that is really now blocking, or is it perhaps a performance issue? So those are some of the good features that we are able to get from the system, and we foresee to reduce that period from at least a turnaround time that is still manageable, but also not exposing the bank to some other risks, so that we ensure that we are both happy. As much as the client is happy that we are getting back to him or her on time, we should also be happy that the bank is well taken care of in terms of this process that has been introduced.
Valuable input right there. And just to add on to it, also making sure that applicants also have all their documentations attached to their applications, relevant documents, because that also causes delay.
Indeed. You will find that sometimes the client may take time even to share a payslip or to share a bank statement. You know, sometimes they may also not have access to, communication channels that they've indicated. You indicated you are reachable on this particular email address, but when the bank reaches to you, it takes you 4 days before you access your emails. It is some of those challenges, but we don't want to hide behind those challenges. We are, as a bank, cognizant of the fact that we should, by all means, try to reduce that period. Hence, the introduction of the sales automation initiative, just to make sure that we at least reduce that turnaround time.
Wonderful, wonderful. Right, moving on to our next question. Right, so this one says, can one apply for an agri-bank loan if they're not a Namibian citizen? That's a very interesting question.
Unfortunately, no. Because we exist to serve Namibians.
Okay.
If you are not a Namibian, we encourage that you try to acquire the citizenship before we then consider your application. There are various ways, and I'm not going to dwell into that.
It's good. Wow.
It's not our specialization, but the fact is that we don't finance those that are not Namibian.
Okay, wonderful. Now moving on to our last question. I know that you're a very busy man. So our last question to you is, does one need to set up an appointment to see a sales consultant at any of our branches? Or can they just walk in? I know you previously answered it, but just for somebody who just tuned in right now.
Maybe just to put it on the record again, you don't have to make an appointment for you to do your application. It's a public institution. It's open to all Namibians. If you want to make your application, please walk in any of our branches countrywide, and then you present your business case. We are there to assist the public, Namibians in particular, and as such we are encouraging an open door policy. But the way possible, if you want to make an appointment, say you want an in-depth discussion, maybe after your initial contact with one of our sales consultants, we will not discourage you from doing that. But we are just saying it's not a must. It should not intimidate you from approaching us, because what we always want is to serve, and you can only serve if your doors are open to anyone that is willing to come.
Right. Okay, so but before I let you go, Patrick is the man behind the camera. Are there any questions from our viewers?
Not that I've seen.
Not that you've seen.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've had on average one viewer throughout the interview. But let me get on there.
No, it's fine if we haven't had any questions. I think we've come to the end.
Thank you very much, Reina Nira.
Okay.
It's a start. We foresee having some of these engagements going forward, and perhaps we'll have more viewers as time goes. I think for now we can have this as our starting point.
Yes.
Going forward, we can always build on it.
All right. Wonderful. Thank you for your time once again. And we'll see you on the next live question. Okay, there's one question. For you.
What is the current interest rate on agricultural loans, and is it dependent on credit score?
Well, in terms of the interest rates, currently we have the lowest is 4%. But we also go up until 9%. But if you look at it, 9% is mainly for the no collateral, those that are on the monthly deduction. But then with the communal farmers, it's only 4%. And then under the women and youth is 7% across all loan products. If you are a woman or a youth that is to apply under the women and youth loan scheme, then it's strictly 7% across all loan products.
Okay.
Yes.
So you have various interest rates, you can say.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I hope that answers the viewer's question. Having said that, then thank you so much for taking time from your busy schedule. We hope to see you hopefully on the next live session.
Thank you very much.
All right. Okay. Until then,